Hey Gemini, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is a general read for the collective of Gemini. That means that anybody that has Gemini anywhere in their chart, this message is meant for you. It may not necessarily be your personal message. It might be a message for the person sitting next to you that has Gemini in their chart, but please be aware that I am truly intending to get this message directed to you. This is a spirit-led general message, which means spirit is covering this message. I have not placed any intentions upon this card, upon this deck, upon the tarot. So whatever spirit feels is most important to bring to you today, that's what spirit's bringing to you. And especially with this day and age, I don't care to hinder spirit from providing any messages that's most important for you to receive. Now, of course, with this being a spirit-led message, it's completely up to you using your own free will whether you choose to take in this message or disregard it. If you don't feel comfortable with it, let it go. If you are wondering how you recognize whether or not this is or is not your message, with this being a short read, I'm doing a 3-card drop, so the best way to recognize is to go by the overall energy, recent past, current circumstances. This is going to be a possible outcome, of course, but once you get to the clarification of current circumstances, then that should define whether or not this is or is not your message, and it should be like a book that you're reading from front to back. It should flow. Not that you're pulling out pages from the middle of the book and sticking them to the front to make it fit to your desires, but it should be fluid. This message can be from the past that Spirit wishes for you to look at, learn from, so that you don't repeat it. Can be something that's currently happening, of course, to give you some guidance, and then what's to come to give you a heads up about. If this message is in regards to an individual that you're interacting with, I encourage you to pay very close attention and apply where appropriate, because the message can flip-flop back and forth. It can be a message to you about them, to them about you. It can be like a ping pong bouncing on a table, back and forth like a conversation as well. So if that's the case, I do encourage you to pay close attention. With it being such a short read, it's highly unlikely. I have not had it happen yet with the short 3-card drop, but it does happen. So I do need to give you a heads up in regards to that. And again, please don't try to force any of the situation, any of the read to fit your situation, but it should definitely flow, okay? All right. I think I got everything covered. I'm kind of a little out of it today. I'm sorry. But we're going to go forward and see what Spirit has to bring forward to you, okay? So let's begin, and what we'll do is we'll do a quick overview of the oracles that fall and see what Spirit has to say as far as kind of touching base with what the read's about. Then we'll do some clarification and see if we can get a little further, a little deeper information. And then we'll get to the guidance and see what Spirit has to say. Now, that is my Smart Aleck Guidance Tarot. Sometimes the words can be harsh, sometimes they can be friendly. It depends on what Spirit feels is most necessary to bring out. If you need a kick in the pants, or if you need a very gentle hand. Only Spirit knows what you need, so we'll get there and find out. Okay, so let's get some messages. Wow, okay, for Gemini. Well, of course, gotta love it. All right, that was on the bottom. There we go. One more for Gemini, please. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini, please. And happy 4th to you. That's why we're doing such a short read. I don't want to keep you guys held up. Bottom of the deck. Here, this is the overall energy. Narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Be careful in things that you do. Coming your future endeavors. That's what I was just told. Be careful with your future endeavors. Rather rickety bridge there. Be very careful. Okay. Yeah, the bottom of the deck. Rainbow blessings. Good things are coming your way. Just be very careful how you get there. Current circumstances is embracing enthusiasm. Yeah, you're excited. You're full of life right now. You're looking forward to things happening. That's excellent. Then we have the current circumstances. That's recent past. Current circumstances is miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So manifesting something, bringing forth something. And then we have watching the clouds. So what's to come is you taking time, chilling, and seeing all the good things that came forward, all your blessings. And it looks like you've got quite a bit of support behind you, fellow travelers. So you've got support. That's good. Let's see if we can get some clarification here, do a little bit more in depth here. Let's clarify narrow pathway for Gemini. Be very careful. What do we have here? And they kind of fell. So, yeah, being excited, which is the Page of Wands here. Being very excited. You're heading towards that path. Being very excited about, starting something new and exciting, a new path. And you're wanting to, take off. Eight of Wands, you're wanting to, you're not there yet, but you're wanting to dive in and just jump in head first, right? You're eager and excited to go. Here we go, embracing enthusiasm. That's a recent past, and that's where you were sitting here, but you need to be very careful with each step you take, so don't jump in there without thinking it through first. This is kind of my Godspeed card here. This is God hitting you over the head with a hammer. Let that come so that you can have that knowledge so you can then begin that new. Okay? Let's clarify embracing enthusiasm. Recent past for Gemini. Thank you. Ace of Cups. Yeah. The love for life, the love for exciting something new. Filling your cup up, bringing forth that happiness. Confidence. Having things shake up and becoming anew. Looking at what's best to invest in, put your time and effort into so you can then have your forever after your Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Please clarify miracles. Current circumstances. Okay, there we go, right here. Five of Cups. No, that's not necessarily a good thing. Please elaborate on the Five of Cups. Please elaborate on the Five of Cups. Three of Pentacles. So things aren't working out the way you were wanting it to, or you're, frustrated that it's not working the way you want it to because you want to dive into it head first. There we go again with the Magician again. Trying to manifest your wish fulfillment, trying to make it happen so you can have that new beginning and be successful and begin that new cycle. So you're impatient, extremely impatient. Watching the clouds, please clarify. Watching clouds. Nine of Swords. I'm kind of curious. I'm actually wanting to be a little nosy here. Bottom of the deck, leaving the past behind. Yes. Heading towards what's most beneficial. Ten of Wands. Then we have, there's my God card again. Get the idea of how to begin something new. Ooh, Emperor and Empress together. Because there will be a painful ending. Or focus on how to go in a different direction, how to end it and move on. Anxiety, you want this, it's stressing you out, it's overwhelming. You want to know how to have this so you can begin it. Take control of it. Leave the past behind. Move towards that Two of Cups and have that fulfillment. Okay, you have got something that is just it's got like, you have fire in your pants to start something. And you've got a lot of passion, a lot of love. Whether it be, I wouldn't say necessarily it's a hobby, but it is something that you have a very strong drive for. And, it's stressing you out because it's not right then. But it is there and it is good. It is good. Okay, let's get you some guidance here. Okay? Let's get some guidance for Gemini. I don't know what this is in reference to, but you know. Karma will not let you escape. So let it go. When you can let it go, when you can let your impatience go, because obviously when you're impatient, things will not work. You have the will, there is a way, it will happen, but see what's before you and realize what you truly want. Because it is, I agree, it is very stressful to not achieve what you're wanting right now. Sometimes patience is the thing that is needed. And behind here, I wanted to point out, you've got support, but I didn't point this out. Apparently, that's why I was told not to point it out just yet, is because I needed to come back to this. We had the cleansing waters back here, which is taking some time to purify and take peace, which is like this, but it's a little bit deeper than that. It's cleansing yourself. Taking a bubble bath, soaking, listen to some music, unwinding, releasing all of this anxiety, this drive that you have, trying to, cut the cord on that so it does not, you don't live by that taut stream. That way it can then be fluid and come to you and you can be blessed. It's that old saying, it's a manifestation situation is what this is you're clinging to this manifestation, and you must be very careful how you tread forward, because if you cling to this manifestation of what you're wanting to happen right now and you're wanting to jump into it and make it happen, if you take control of the situation, it can not work out so well. But if you manifest it, you say you want it, and you let go and let the universe have it, and believe that it will happen for you, see it in your mind's eye and know that it will happen. What you are striving for, it will happen. It might take time. It's not going to be overnight. The universe and God never, the divine and the universe never work overnight unless it's an absolute necessary kind of situation, but only they know that. But it does take time. And so draw on your patience and focus on other tasks so you can allow the divine and universe to work on this behalf and make it happen. And before you know it, it'll be before you and be like, wow, it didn't seem like it took that long. So stressing over it to make it happen, to focus on trying to make it happen, will only bring an end to it. A very painful, stressful, upsetting end. Okay? So let it go. Let them have it so it can happen. Right? I pray you got that. Yours was a little bit more elaborate than a few others here. Let's have a look and see about the energies that are in here. As far as major arcanas go, we have Taurus, Libra, and Aries that has made an appearance. And I do love how we have Empress and Emperor together. So we do have a balance emotionally, mentally, physically, all that. You are balanced and you are in your best as of this moment. If you can let this happen and let go of it so this doesn't happen. Okay? Let it go so this doesn't happen. All right? All right, guys. I look forward to next read. And until then, may all your choices and decisions be very, very blessed.